Hi guys. Okay. So, today I'm going to tell you a few unconventional ways that I knew that I was pregnant before I actually got a positive at home pregnancy test. From the other video, you guys know that I did the sugar and vinegar test, but of course, that was a fail because I didn't know what I was doing, and apparently, the sugar test came back positive, but I took it as a negative, and the vinegar test, I just completely failed with that. So, there's that. But I did end up taking some, pee on the stick type tests, and those came back positive. And I'll post that video a little bit later because I took several different types, and some of them I probably won't use ever again because it came back positive, but the positive was so faint. It was like, am I imagining that line? Anyway, I'll show you guys that video, and then that's that. So jumping right into it, these ways are again personal to me. So these are ways that I knew I was pregnant by the changes that were made with me. These are not going to be ways that you guys can figure out if you're pregnant for you, unless you have similar body structures or similar personalities like I do. So if some of these things apply to you, don't just take it as, oh well, you must be pregnant because you feel the same way. But just listen to your body and pay attention to like different things that are happening with you that are not normal, because that's what I did, and that's how I realized that I was pregnant. So these are in no particular order. These are just from whatever. So, okay, so one of the first ways that I knew I was pregnant was my guy kept telling me my face was red. When I would see him, he would say, your cheeks are like really red. And the first time he said it, I thought that was really weird. And I went in the bathroom and I looked and I was like, oh, they are really red. But it kept getting to the point where it was a constant situation where, like, every day he was like, "Do you have on makeup? Like, why are your cheeks so red? Why is your face so red?" And he would put his hand to my forehead and see if I had a fever and all of that. He's silly. Anyway, so that was the first or one of the first things that made me kind of feel like, why would my face be red? But it's supposed to be like that pregnancy glow. For me, it was not a glow, it was a change of color. So, yeah. Let's see. Another way that I knew I was pregnant was socks. So, anybody who really knows me knows I hate socks with a passion. Like, I will wear them with my tennis shoes, if I have to, or not if I have to. I always wear them with tennis shoes, but I won't wear them any other time. Like, I won't put on socks around the house. I won't put them on if I get cold. Like, I'll literally like find a blanket just for my feet so I don't have to put on socks, which I know is really weird because socks are pretty much blankets for your feet. But I hate socks. Like, I like to look at them and they're pretty and I like the style, but just not on my feet. But all of a sudden, I was really comfortable in socks. Like, socks just felt like heaven on my feet. And, again, my family and friends know I don't wear socks. So that was something that stood out as well. Let's see. Another thing, my youngest daughter was all over me. Now, she's really, I don't want to call her clingy, but she's an attachment child anyway. Like, she's always right next to me anyway. However, she had gotten to the point where she was more independent and she was more, that she didn't have to be all over anybody. And then all of a sudden one day she was just like climbing all over me and she just was like attached to me all the time. And of course, there's a myth that says, when you're pregnant, children and animals flock to you, mainly children and cats. And they want to be all over you because they know that there's a baby there. So, and it's subconscious. It's not like, my daughter knew that I was having a baby. It's just something subconscious that supposedly happens with younger children and cats. So I don't know, if that's true or not, but I think I remember my oldest daughter doing the same thing when I was pregnant with my youngest daughter. Anyway, so another way that I knew I was pregnant. Let's see. Oh, my nipples were on fire. Like, not burning where it was causing me pain. They were really sore. But like when you would touch them or when I would touch them, they were like, you could feel the heat coming from my nipples, and like that's not a normal thing for me. But I did notice that my boobs had gotten huge, like a, well, you can't tell now because I don't ever show you guys my boobs, but they have gotten really really big. And I think I noticed that they were big one day, and then like I went to like you know how women do the whole like checking or whatever. I went to check the feel the weight of the boob, and I put my hand there and it was just heat, like literal heat just radiating from my nipples. So that was another thing that kind of gave it away. And I don't remember having that with either one of my other two children. I do remember my breasts being sore a little bit, but not very much. And I definitely don't remember my nipples being heat radiant at all. Um, so that was another way. And then let's see. Oh, okay. This one's gonna be a little crazy, but I had this like little hair that would grow right here, when I was pregnant with my second daughter, and it was just one random hair that would just grow out of my forehead, um, and it showed up one day, and I thought that was really weird because like that hair was only there when I was pregnant with my second daughter, and then once I wasn't pregnant with her anymore, it was gone. Like it never grew back. So this one day it grew in, and I guess it had been growing for a while because it was, a good little size. And so I plucked it, and I haven't seen it since. But I just thought that that was weird as well. So that was another way that I knew I was pregnant. And my attitude changed, and not as far as like the mood swings or anything, but like the stuff that I was used to dealing with, I wasn't dealing with anymore. Like I just cut it off, like quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I thought that that was really weird for me because I'm the type of person who, if there's a confrontation, like I want to get down to the bottom of it right then and there so we can solve it and we can move on. I don't like things lingering in the air. I don't like to sit around and wait for a while for them to get solved and all of those things. Like I want to solve those things ASAP so that we can be on clear terms. But all of a sudden, I didn't care. Like, if you were still mad, if you were still angry, I didn't give a shit. Like, I was just done dealing with whatever the situation was. And again, like, that's really rare for me because I may squash it. Let's, be able to be positive from here on out. So, that was another way. Um, so, those were the ways I found out or that I realized I was pregnant. I'm sure there were a few more, but I can't remember them off the top of my head, and I don't want this video to be super long. But let me know if there were some ways that you guys found out that you were pregnant before you actually took a test and was positive. Let me know like the weird stuff. Like I love the weird stuff that a lot of people don't normally say. Cause like my boobs being big, like a lot of people get that when they're pregnant. But like tell me the weird stuff. Tell me the stuff that wouldn't normally happen to anybody else. So yeah. And if you are pregnant, congratulations. If you're trying to get pregnant, baby dust to you. If you are pregnant and you don't want to be pregnant, then you do have options. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.